next one is advantages of bookkeeping. So, by just preparing or following this bookkeeping, what are the advantages? Okay, we also call it as merit. Okay, so now, first advantage is we will enter all the transactions as per the chronological order, that is date wise. So it also has the permanent record of all the transactions because it is accompanied by certain source documents like invoice, bill. Okay, so all these are source documents, so we can rely on whatever the transactions are being recorded in the business organization. Second is, to get the financial information, it talks about like when you take when you take a financial statement or the bookkeeping, you will know all the financial aspects whatever is being done in the business organization. So it is a place where you get full financial information related to the business. Third is, it will help us to have a control on various business activities. That is, as I said earlier, if any asset is purchased, say for example, if a company requires say only two computers, then only two computers are to be purchased. It shouldn't, just because they have more money, it shouldn't purchase more than two. Okay, so their control is more important for using the money or the capital whatever is invested in the business. Likewise, each and every aspect, employees are to be managed in such a way that they have to work very efficiently, they have to use the work time very properly. Okay, so all those control over the business activities will be taken care by the bookkeeping. Then it acts as a legal evidence. So as I said, if there is any dispute, okay, for example, there are three partners who works in the who works for the business, but one partner is says that there is some fraudulent activities involved in the partnership firm or the business. In that case, one partner files a case against the other two partners, then this bookkeeping will act as an evidence. Okay, it can be produced in the court, saying that no, the process is correct, the process and the agreement whatever we have done is correct. Okay, so like this it can be used as a legal evidence. Then comparison of the financial information. For example, if the business has been run say for 5 years, then there must be some improvement in the business, right? So that comparison of one year with the other year, like previous year and the current year comparison can be done. Not only that comparison, sometimes even like inter firms, okay, that is the same type of a business organization of some other person, let's say two different textile industries, ABC and XYZ. So these two balance sheets or the financial statements also can be compared. Okay, so that is what is comparison of financial information. The last one is it helps us, the bookkeeping helps us in identifying the tax liability. So listen children, all these terms will be repeatedly the same will be repeated, because if you see the features objectives, it is again one among the feature will be an advantage or a disadvantage. So the topics will be repeatedly the same, the words we use also will be the same. So for you while reading it is going to be very easy, because whatever you write as like recording in the chronological order, financial information, so all these, for any answer it can be bookkeeping or it can be like the first chapter what we saw, there also the same topics will be related. Okay, then limitations of bookkeeping. What are the disadvantages, or we call it demerits also? So limitations, disadvantages or demerits of bookkeeping. One is only monetary transactions are recorded. Okay, why they say this very specifically is, I'll give you an example. Like three partners were working, where one partner has a dispute with other two partners. Okay, they don't have proper communication or any dispute like that. it will indirectly affect the business organization. It does not have any monetary aspect, okay, but it will indirectly affect the business, because employees of that organization should follow all the three partners instructions. So in that case, it will be very difficult for the employees in production and also selling activities. Automatically it will affect the business. But these type of transactions which affects the business organization will not be considered or entered in the books of accounts. Then effects of price level changes are not considered. That is, if a product, say for an example, if we take up gold, okay, for example, if a person is doing a jewelry business, he would have bought it for 4,000 per gram, but now currently if you see, it is around 5,200 or something per gram. So he would have bought it at 4,000, but he is selling at 5,200. That price change is not getting affected in your books of accounts, because there you enter only history of the finance. Okay, that is, you will enter whatever amount you have purchased for, right? So price level changes are not considered in the bookkeeping. Then it shows, as I said, it shows only the history of the finance. That is, asset would have been purchased 10 years back. For example, if a computer is bought 10 years back for 50,000, the same 50,000 will be written even now. Okay, so it shows, that is, your bookkeeping shows only the historical nature, not the current amount or price. Okay.